Brother, what are we doing here?
Well, Atem, centuries ago, this place was used by the gods to not only test strength, but to see who would live and pass their genes on to the next generation.
So this was...
A death arena. Those who had to fight were so afraid they would never come out again. This is where we'll be training you, not only physically, but also mentally. Only then will you be accepted as a demigod.
And if I'm not, brother?
Then you'll die. You won't die. Well, these tournaments of power, they don't even happen anymore, so you have nothing to worry about. What? This fighter is no longer a threat. He has been defeated. I see no reason to end his life.
You kill him, or I will kill you.
This is your son. You would rather see him die than survive to fight another day?
He is no son of mine. Anyone who could lose to scum like you doesn't deserve to be alive.
Jyles, it's okay. It's okay. Kill me, please. If you want him dead so bad, kill them yourself.
Insolent bastard!
Since we really don't know who your other side comes from, we at least know that you should have some residual power from Mother. And while that is great, we need to harness it, because we're not a physically strong sort of demigod type. We're more chaotic, you know? So we have to use what we have. I trained with a lot of people in my time, and it took years, millennium, for me to get to the point where I can actually control and manipulate the air around me. Now I feel with my tutelage, you will be able to do the same, and be able to fly like I do. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Well, then it's good, you know? Understanding's half the battle. You know, it only took me, you know, probably 15 years to master it, but I'm sure you'll get it. So, an important thing is to keep your mind clear. And I know that sounds ridiculous, because your mind's always running through thoughts. But sometimes you should vision something calming, something almost heavenly, something that brings you peace. And you need to channel that to the inside of your body. It's almost like a warmth. Alright, how are you doing it? Do you feel warm?
To understand what that would be for me, but just a lot, I suppose. I'm sorry.
A lot? What do you mean? I'm asking you to concentrate. I'm not asking you to shoot fire out of your fingertips.
I know, this place, it's,
Oh, I know. I mean, it's abandoned, and I thought it would be a good spot. What, don't like it?
It's alright. It's just what exactly happened here.
Oh, well, I told you this is an arena where tournaments of power would be held by Zeus to see what lineage would carry on, what god was stronger, what demigod should prevail to be, you know, coined that ship of godness. You know, it's just used for that. Well, it was used for that.
Why is it abandoned?
Well, people, or gods, started getting a little upset. The kids would go up and they'd watch them die. They thought it was an incorrect way to measure power, since gods like Zeus and others like him have a benefit. They have an edge. They're born with power. People like us, we get crushed out here.
Did you ever do that here?
Yes. I fought here. A few times. Well, I fought here once in a real fight.
Did you
What?
I'm sorry,
Are you asking me if I killed someone here?
I'm sorry.
It's quite alright as one. You know, the TM things used to be very different. The gods were stuck in their ways and... Well, luckily now we live in a place where you may even grow up to have friends your own age. Where you're not worried which one's going to kill you. And they're still little bastards, don't get me wrong, but... There was fear when I came in here. I was Mother's only son. And I wasn't really strong physically. So I had to use my wit and what I've learned. I wish I did kill him. Say, little one, I fought here when I was going up against one of Zeus's offspring. One of his crotch spawns, if you will. And he was strong. The way he could throw around that power, it would make any god tremble. But I forced him down, grounded him. Had him strapped down. And then I spared his life.
Why?
I don't believe violence is the answer to every situation. I was always taught by Mother that our tongues can get us out of most situations just fine. And if you can not cause the death of another, then you should. But you're not rewarded for doing the good deeds here. Zeus took it as an insult to his honor. He'd rather his child die in the arena than be spared by some spit unworthy prick of a demigod. And for my insolence, he cursed me.
Oh.
That's what you get, little one, when you defy a god. You get punished because I let him live. I live with corruption all around me. You see these things that go up my arms to my heart?
Yes?
I don't know exactly what will happen, but I know it won't be good when it reaches it. I've studied and I've tried and I've begged and I've helped, but nothing I ever did was good enough for Zeus. He would not lift that curse. But taking care of you, Mother guarantees that it will be, even if she does it herself.
So, if I do good, you'll get better?
Here's the thing. While we might not have arenas to the death anymore, these gods, they take their power very, very seriously. And Mother wants to make sure you're presentable. She doesn't want the burden of training you and making you presentable and teaching you the way how to appropriately approach a god. So she lends it to me. If I do her this favor, she will do me a favor. It's how we work.
Oh.
Yeah, little one, nothing's ever cut and dry, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any more questions?
So did every fight end with, you know...
Death. Yes. All but mine. They'd come in here, and they'd slaughter him right where you're sitting, actually. A few people died right there. Cannot stress enough. But, I mean, everyone's died somewhere. You know, everyone's dead, you know, who's not alive currently. So, I don't really worry about it. It's hard, you know, disheartening to know their souls are in Hades. Nice guy, though.
You've met him?
I've done a lot more than meet him, but yes, I know him. Stolen from him. Done things for him. It's a working relationship. See, us demigods of misfortune, what we do is almost like a balance. Everyone here, a god, a demigod, has a purpose. Mine is to bring out people's desires. I'm great at it. And so when I come across people, or come across these gods, even though the intentions may not be outward, I can bring it to the surface. See, I cannot make someone do something. I can only bring how they feel up. Would you like me to try it on you again? Maybe it's changed from last time we spoke.
I suppose so.
Now, Atem, don't be scared. Get up. Look at me.
Alright.
You are a demigod, Misfortune. This is an ability you have. It's the only one we inherit. It's the only power we got. The only other thing is that we can hold massive amounts of energy because that we're demigods. Because we're descendants of gods, which means we have possibilities. But this is your only gift. So watch how I do it. And try to replicate it to these littler shits that you'll meet. It'll get you far. So, Atem, what is it that you truly desire?
You want to be enough for Mother.
Well, looks like some things don't change, do they?
I suppose not.
Alright, your turn.
Oh.
Go on.
Does it just matter how I ask it, or do I have to start it off in a certain way?
Well, particularly no. You know, funny enough, I just like saying what I say. We have a presence about us. So basically, as long as you can sort of bring it out to the surface in some way or another, you can do it in different ways. Sometimes it's a light touch of the shoulder, a slight whisper in the ear. Maybe it's just something that you said in passing. But directly, this is how I get my answer.
I don't know how I'd do it like you would. I don't think...
Look in my eyes. Now look past them. The eyes are the gateways to the soul. You're not asking Jyles. You're asking my soul what it desires.
Out of everything that you have seen, what is it that you want the most?
Freedom.
Huh.
Well, you get him next time, you know. There's always next time, Atem. You know, you're never going to get it on your first attempt, but as long as you keep trying, you'll get deeper and deeper. It's almost like a surface level that you're tapping. But the more you do it, the more you know someone, what makes them click. You can dig so much deeper. Because I do want freedom. Trust me, if the curse was lifted, I could be free to go wherever I want, in this realm or the other. But to be fair, I don't meddle with humans all that much, you know. They're sort of bugs.
Right.
Some gods are into it, but they can be tricky. They get you in trouble, especially here. You know, there used to be a place, you know, kids like you could have went for this, but it closed. Maybe I'll have to talk to the other gods, see if I can get some more kids rounded up for these training exercises. How about you find a toddler to the... I think you could take a toddler, right? You could take a toddler.
I mean, I wouldn't want to. That wouldn't be fair.
Between you and the toddler, who's it going to be?
It would be rather easy to deal with the toddler, admittedly. No, I don't want to.
Well, we don't have to worry about it. But first thing we're going to do is to teach you how to fly. After that, I'll teach you how to harness your energy, and then I'll show you how to use it to the best of your abilities. It'll take time, and you won't get it right away. But if you're willing to listen and learn, this will be a painless experience for the both of us. If you stop asking questions every 20 minutes. Alright, sit back down.
Yes.
You don't have to go to the bathroom or anything before we begin, because meditating takes a while.
No.
No more questions?
No.
Alright, you get one free question.
What was the most interesting fight that you saw here?
Ooh, the most interesting. It had to be Hades' son. Oh, he's a devil. He has fire for eyes, blue hair, crimsoned. He walks and the ground shakes. His opponent barely made it out of the door. He burnt his soul right then and there, sending to neither Hades or the world above, limbo. The soul is a very powerful thing, Atem, and if you can harness yours, you can do anything. I promise you. Alright, I need a drink. That's good enough for one day. You stay here, I'll come back and get you, I don't know, 4 hours sound good? You just got to sit here and meditate for like 4. You know how to meditate?
Alright. Think clear.
Think clear, find space, you know. Harness the energy on the, like, right there in the belly button. Maybe a little above the belly button. Lower than the heart, higher than the belly button. I'll be back maybe 30, 40, 4 days, maybe? No, I'll be back.
You promise?
I don't know. Promises are hard to keep, and if I don't keep it, you'll be disappointed. Oh, well, are you kidding, Jyles? You're not going to find anyone in 4 hours. Well, whatever. Fine, I'll stay with you, and then we'll leave together. How about that? We're going to have to find you a damn sitter, though. I mean, nothing against you, but if I don't have some alone time, I'll go blue in the face.
Of course, brother.
Right. Let's begin.